you catch him? You got him. Oh.
Don't drop him, he's gonna squirm me.
Don't bite me.
Kiss him.
Will you bite?
No. It's an anole.
It's an anole?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's anole?
An anal.
Hajime!
It's been a while since I made a pole vault vlog because I spent a week down at Daniel Ryland's, which was phenomenal in Florida. I feel like I could talk about this for like 12 straight hours.
But that's a long time, and you guys will get bored, and I will probably punch myself in the face if I had to do that.
I've been trying to figure out how to do this, and I still haven't figured it out, so we're just gonna go, and whatever happens, happens.
Let's do this! Right now! Now.
Daniel picked us up from the airport, and we got a tour of the place. They have an indoor pole vault facility, they have an outdoor pole vault facility, a room for campers. They have like a room that gives you lucid dreams.
Got the tiki hut. So we got a little meditation hut. Bam. Got garden. Bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Compost pile. Bam. Got pole vault runway 1. Bam. Pole vault runway 2. Bam. And then we got the indoor pole vault runway, which starts outdoors. Bam. We got chickens. Bam. We got high jump. Bam. We got where Carrie and I were staying. Right about over there. Bam. There's 4 pole vault runways here. It's absolutely incredible.
Oh, did I mention the beach is only like 2 miles away? So Daniel told us to go to the beach, which is also the town of Seaside.
We made it.
We did.
We checked out Ryland's place. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
What are we gonna eat?
I don't know, the taco bar, the pizza bar,
Everything is a bar.
shrimp bar.
I'm gonna get a bar of pizza, a bar of shrimp, and a bar of tacos.
Now I want a bucket of beers.
You want a bucket of beer?
Bucket of beers. Or wine.
Cold beer, bucket of beer, and food. Food. Food.
And the sand was as soft as a baby's bottom, or as soft as peach fuzz.
Actually, it wasn't that soft. It was as soft as a baby peach's butt fuzz.
This is Shawn trying to jump out of this hole he made.
So then we came back and watched Daniel do what he does best, coach pole vault. So let's do the rest of this vlog in like chronological order and days. So that was day 1, but I'm gonna call it day 0 because we didn't really do anything except travel. All right, rest of the vlog starting on day 1, aka day 2. Here we go. Day 2, I decided to jump from 4 lefts. 4 lefts was all right.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little embarrassed because my vault is very subpar to where I would like it to be.
I kind of went down to Daniel's thinking,
Alright, if I'm in a new place, a new facility, and in the past I've really kind of like showing off that my vault will just start to work.
but it hasn't.
And it doesn't work, and it feels stupid, and I don't like how it feels, and I can't figure it out.
Some of them kind of worked, and some of them made me feel like a freshman pole vaulter who's only been jumping for 3 days. That's how it goes. But on the cool side, he got some really sweet views where if I went back another left, I would be pretty close to hitting the ceiling, which is kind of sweet. It's kind of a really weird, cool perspective because you start outside where it's really bright, and then as you run inside, it gets dark really quick because you're inside, and then you have to plant. So you're kind of like running like,
Hey, this feels like it always feels, yeah. "Ah, it's dark, and I got a plan."
And it took a long time to get that figured out, and I never got it figured out because my vault sucked. So that's how that day went. And then after that, I did some weights, and weights were outside. And I'm not gonna lie, kind of doing weights outside is pretty fun, especially when it's in Florida. So no problems there. I enjoyed myself doing some weights. Except weights hurt when there are a lot of squats. I could make a whole vlog on just Scout. Scout is Daniel's 19-month-old daughter.
What about that?
Yeah, I mean, the first time I realized that
Cutest kid I've ever met in my entire life. Smart as a whip.
you have the better voice than me. You want to say all this?
Table.
Yeah, we're using your table as a prop for the camera.
And right away, I don't know why, but first time I saw her, I just went, I think because she was eating, I just went,
And then she went, and then I went, and then she went, and then I went.
and then we started snorting at each other. And then for the whole rest of the trip, every time she saw me, she would just go. She is already pole vaulting, and she likes to do full approaches.
She's taking it all the way back.
On your mark. Good set. Go.
Go hide somewhere.
Go. Scout, go. Go.
Yeah! Get high five. After you stand up, yeah!
Daniel woke us up going,
Shawn, you gotta get out here and check out the compost pile. We're gonna flip it. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm like half awake because we traveled the day before.
I'm like, what are we doing?
And he's like, watch this. And he like flips this compost pile and steam and stuff's flying all over the place.
See the steam now.
Yeah, and you can see like the worms. Like the worms are living. Like they're down at the bottom, kind of doing their job. You can see like there's some potatoes that have sprouted. Like, yeah.
This is cool.
It's kind of like if you cook eggs on like a pan and then you put the pan underwater, it gets like sizzles and does all this cool stuff, and that's exactly what it did. And it was kind of blew my mind.
You can see how like really like rich. Like Rachel, if you see this.
All right, another Scout story because Scout is the best. But she stood on the hose and it was spraying her in the face with water.
Push it away.
Daniel looks over like, just runs over to her really quick.
Oh, you found the tickle on the hose. You tickled the hose.
And she went immediately from
Like I'm about ready to cry and lose my mind.
to,
Yeah, I did find that tickle.
You found the tickle.
Good job.
You found a tickle.
and then she immediately wanted more.
More? Yeah.
She loves it.
Good save, Daniel. So then Daniel had this great idea of maybe doing a one left competition since it wouldn't kill me too much, and he wanted me to jump from 6 on that Saturday. Here's a little fun fact. The best way to PR is to do something you've never done before. One left, never done it before. I think I jumped like 11.8, and it was ugly. But the more I'm watching these videos, I keep looking at my left arm, and I've been focusing on the left arm, like where to put it, where to stick it, where to move it, where to do it the pole with it, and it looks like it's just doing too much. So I'm starting to think I need to just do more right arm stuff and go back to those one arm bent pole drills, and things will kind of start taking care of themselves. It was fun. I actually really enjoyed one left, and it really forces you to be aggressive to get on the pole and do everything aggressive. So I think I might try and do that at least once a week on top of the other vaulting I'm doing. So yeah, it was a PR in the one left. 11.8. Missed 12.3. Get it next time.
Make sure you got the right poles.
Don't pick your nose.
No.
Don't pick your nose.
No.
Don't pick your nose.
No. No. No.
Is that right, Daniel?
Don't pick your nose.
We went to the farmer's market, and this was also the day that we found out Scout is going to be a YouTube vlogger down the road because she stole the GoPro, thinking it was a phone at first.
What is that?
of looks like a phone. We're always talking into it. Might be a phone. And then she realized that she can't be a vlogger unless she has this hat. Apparently she's associated the camera and the hat as that's how you do it. For the rest of the trip, stole the hat and the GoPro and proceeded to film stuff 19-month-olds would film. Did I tell you Scout's awesome? Scout's the best. So we did the 6 left competition, and I don't remember if I mentioned this, but you always think you can jump better on your poles, but like I have this idea that if you jump on other people's poles or some weird poles, then you become a better pole vaulter because you have to vault efficiently on those poles. And that's kind of what was happening, and my vault still felt stupid.
It feels so stupid, I can't figure it out.
And I was still embarrassed that I couldn't jump super high. But if the pole vault's nothing but a learning experience, I have learned, and I kind of think it's that left arm issue. And I've always kind of said that your right arm is like the engine of a car, and your top arm, because there might be some left-handed pole vaulters out there. Your top arm is like the engine of the car, and your bottom arm is like the steering wheel. And if you try and drive the car with the steering wheel, you're not gonna go anywhere. I feel like I've been trying to drive this pole vault car with my bottom arm, so that's kind of the next trick we're gonna try and do. And I tried it once this week already. I don't have any videos of it, but it worked with
There you
Caroline.
go.
So I just need to do more of it, but now my shoulder hurts a little bit. So there's another kind of issue. We'll figure it out as we go.
Goes through it.
But yeah, 6 lefts was fun, jumping in the dark in a garden. Never done that before. Garden PR. I forgot to mention, after the 6 lefts competition, they had just a huge dinner at their place, and, you know, it was just laid back and fun. I don't know how to explain it. It was just my type of people for sure. It was just laid back, people just having a good time, enjoying each other's company. You know, Daniel's brother was on the couch singing. Scout was just running around chasing the cats, and we were just making dinner, telling stories about everything and anything. We got Scout like a little Team Hoot owl stuffed animal thing, and then for sake of the vlog and Carrie, because this is Carrie's favorite thing Scout does, if you ask her what sound does a frog make, she goes, ribbit, and then you go, how does a frog eat?
And she goes. So every little kid I see from here on out, I'm going to teach them that.
You say Team Hoot?
Carrie wanted to go to the beach. All Carrie wants to do is go to the beach because we're in Florida, and if you're not at the beach, then why the hell are you in Florida?
We wake up early. Carrie wanted to play with chickens.
What are we doing, Kara? What are we doing?
The chickens.
What one's your favorite?
We're gonna name him Henry.
Henry the chicken.
Where all these girls can sell their eggs.
Henrietta.
Henrietta.
We slacklined. And then we went to the beach. We paddleboarded, and I've never paddleboarded before, neither has Carrie. So that was really fun. So we got a paddleboard PR. Let me say a couple things. Beach vaulting, Daniel right away says,
Don't try and bend the bamboo pole, you'll break it. You need to jump on top of it and just swing upside down.
I haven't vaulted like that in a very, very long time. So it's my first day trying to pole vault like this, and I look like it was my first day pole vaulting. Funny how that works. A lot of like pulling on the pole, pulling the knees up, like flagging at the crossbar. For the land of the free. I was like afraid I was gonna seriously break the pole and stab myself through the back of the head and die and do a bloody mess in front of everybody on the beach. My brain went insane. So yeah, Daniel's better than me. That's what I'm trying to say without having any excuses. But as we finished and I got my ass handed to me by Daniel Ryland on the beach, I was like,
Daniel, I saw a video of you vaulting in like scuba gear once. I want in on this. How do we do it?
jumped in scuba gear. If you watch in slow-mo, you will see my dorsiflexion is phenomenal.
Oh, he made it by a lot. Oh, what do you think about that?
I love it, man.
Never will you ever see dorsiflexion where your big toe damn near touches your knee.
We're pole vaulting, and it's hard to see, hard to run, and you just feel ridiculous. It's just the most fun thing I've ever done in my entire life. And I have a beach vault PR, and now I have a scuba beach vault PR.
And the home of the brave.
And then Daniel had to show us all up and break the world record. Can you believe that? Daniel jumped world record.
So this is the year of the vault. We have Demi Payne and Sandy Morris and Jen Shirk jumping out of their mind. Guys are jumping out of their mind. World records in youth are being broken. And now, the coolest world record of all.
Daniel Ryland breaks the scuba pole vault world record.
At age 11.
Daniel just broke the world record, so I just want a shot at it.
What's the height?
Top peg.
Top peg?
Yeah.
Of that?
Pretty impressive, actually, since it's hard to run in flippers, but it was really fun to do. But yeah, I gotta start training in flippers so I can go back. Oh, and then the last day, Daniel taught me how to screen print. So I have this idea that maybe if I'll set it up where if you guys send me shirts that you want, that you own, I'll just screen print Team Hoot stuff on them, so then we don't have to worry about sizes and how it fits and whatever else. And it'll be cheaper than me having a big box of shirts. So if I can figure that out, I'll let you know, and then that might happen. So I jumped 4 days in a row, and I know 2 of them were like beach vault, or one was beach vault and one was one left, but it just, I don't know why, it just took its toll on me. And Daniel, we've had a big long talk about I'm just training too hard and should probably just try and really get after the neuromuscular days, and the other days make sure you're recovering. And if you're not recovering, you're not doing them right. So I think this next cycle I'm going to try it and just see how it goes, and then really focus on not getting after that right arm or that left arm nearly as much, and see what happens if I throw a little bit more right arm power into my vault. So to tie this all together really quick, Daniel is a phenomenal coach, and he has like the Earl Bell background, and he jumped 19.2, and he's just a great dude, and he cares, and he's like all the ingredients you want in a great coach, and the facility has everything you could ever want. The coolest part that I found was he was telling me in the drive that we have the pole vault, and all the kids come for the pole vault, and the parents get bored watching the pole vault every once in a while. What do? But here, they go to the garden and they check it out, and they pick some food, or they help water, or they help weed, or they're doing something like that. And I was like, yeah, right, you're not going to put your kids to work, or your parents to work like that. Sure enough, parents were watering the garden. They loved it. It just gave them something else to do. So it brought in the pole vault crew, plus like different people to help promote the sport and promote healthy eating and promote this like biodynamic farm that he's got going. It was just really inspiring and fun to be around. And if you guys are ever in the Florida area, or hell, if you just want to go to Florida and check this place out, do it. You will not regret it. It's one of the coolest pole vault facilities I've ever seen. So I'll leave a link to the description of his website down there. Like, I'm pointing where my pants would be if I was wearing pants. But yeah, so there's that world record, like 14 PRs, and vlog's over. Back to normal vlogs next week. Boop. Bye. All right, Daniel, you're a world record holder now. How does that feel?
You know, I lost my world record to Ashton Eaton. I had a world record in 100 meters for the decathlon for junior. So, I mean, you know,
It's your second one then.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. Like I have actually been training, like knowing that this opportunity was to come, that I was going to be able to set a world record again. And so, yeah, I just had to come up with an event that nobody else had done.
Sweet. Awesome world record.